They just want you to sit in your chair and go hip hip hooray for the Western press and the Western narrative, regurgitating the same old every single day without which please watch the first 2 episodes, the second series. Look at that.
Absolutely fascinating.
And it was the first time the Beatles had really stopped being semi-professional almost.
I'm sorry I'm late. I really am. I was showing Alexander Isak around Liverpool, you know, because someone said, who's the best fella to show me around Liverpool? Because I want to get the vibe of the place, you know, and the people. And somebody got a phone call. Would you take Isak around? I said, okay then. Can I have 10% of his signing on fee? Yeah, okay. So that was it. No, I was doing something, couldn't get out of it, really, you know. So I had to finish it off. And so anyway, here I am. And, thanks for coming on with me. Hello, Frank and chat. Still waiting on his. Yeah, still waiting on the bid. I think they have bidded, you know, but the beauty of it is, I think they have secured his more or less his signature by agreeing to the terms, and he's agreed to the terms. Him himself, Isak, and also his camp, you know, his agents. So I think that's a done deal. It's definitely a done deal. No problem with that. And the Redbird says, Edward, be patient, bro. How do you, Mr. Carl? I'm okay. I'm all right, Redbird. Thank you. Could we not give Canate to Madrid and pay them 45 million? I wouldn't mind Rodrigo, you know. I really wouldn't. But, you know, buy a centre-back, obviously. That's who we need. Do you know what I'd get? Being funny. I'd get Darren Cappy. But send him all along. He can play 2 different roles. He can play left-back and left-sided centre-back. Sorry, evening, chaps. Evening, Barry. Snapey. Evening, everyone. So I've also been told that the house that Isak was renting in Newcastle is up for rent today. Yeah, he's not even on the pictures, you know, the strip, you know, for this season. He's not even on them. He's not even on them, so we're just waiting for the time. I think they're going in for Sesko. So if they get him, which is more than likely they are, because Man United now are going after, who are they going after? Well, whoever they're going after, they're going to buy him. Is it the lad from Aston Villa? I'm not quite too sure. For Rodrigo, of course, he's back. Yeah. The 45 million plus. Good to see personal terms agreed with Isak now. We wait, says Callum. Yeah, that's all it is. It's just as soon as they sign a forward. But then again, even if they don't, how are the fans going to react to him if he plays, if he gets a game for Newcastle? Has anybody ever thought of that? How are they going to react? Because it's a shame, this hasn't gone through smoothly. Everything else has. There's a fella that I wanted to stay at the club, and they offered him a better contract, but he said, no, I'll just get off. Whatever they offered him, no one knows. And that's Lucho. But he's gone to pastures now, and we wish him all the best. See the difference there? Kelleher, we wished him all the best. But it's the underhanded thing that comes about. Like Trent. Trent did it snidey. For 2 years. As soon as Klopp left, for 2 years, he was taking Spanish lessons. We got the lad as Stu, he can speak it fluently, which is great for him. But that was snidey. Because people were hoping that he'd stay. I was hoping he'd stay. I was hoping Lucho would stay. But gone. El Gomo. To Madrid. See, Edward says, Simon, he's been training by himself since last month. Yeah, he's doing special training, isn't he? Alone. Does anyone watch your game versus Milan? I did. I was going to do a watch along, tomorrow. But I thought, friendly. Anyway, Simon says, I heard from a Zeno report last Wednesday night that the deal has already been done. 130 million, all in a 5-year deal. 288k a week, plus bonuses, and Newcastle want it kept quiet until they buy a replacement to keep the price down. Well, you've let the cat out the bag now, sir. You, sir. To Callum to you, sir. You, sir. You're a nothing game. You're a nothing game. Toscana, I've just seen your message just now because my phone wasn't pinging for some reason. When I get messages, I ignore the ones that don't want to read. So, and then someone pinged me, and it was my daughter actually, and then I seen your message. So I'll message you. I know that you'll be in bed and that by the time I finish. So we'll message you. So Franco and everyone, is it true about Isak? Has he agreed terms? Yes. And as Callum says, Toscana, yep. I didn't bother. Thank you, Callum. That's nice. Simon, the Milan game exposed frailties in the defence. What's that fucking hell? Do you know what? Little words and big long words. Get me? Frailties in the defence. Got 2 liners out. Otherwise, if teams learn to get behind, they will get cut. Yeah, I agree there, lad. I really agree, Sam. First off, we were brilliant. We overwhelmed them, they say. We overwhelmed them. Second half, we brought on, you seen that, look? I had to put my hand down something to try and get something out. The bloody tablets, that one. Look at that. Looks so, doesn't it? A big blood blister. Excuse me. But anyway, yeah, definitely. And we've got to iron them out. I didn't like Slot's tactics, by the way. He has everybody up there. You know. Bad mistake for their fault. Couple of bad mistakes anyway for their goals. But a couple of breakaways, absolutely brilliant. Great goals. Can't take that away. Can't take that away. Hi Frank and everyone. Like and subscribe, says Christopher. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you. Freedom, yeah. Hey, up, Frank. Yeah. My old mate Stephen Mulholland. Disappointed Luis Diaz has gone to Bayern, but I think he was being manipulated by his dad. I couldn't understand that, you know. His dad should have been looking at the fans, us, and how we felt about him when he was kidnapped, and the shower of respect we were shown to him and his family. That doesn't come into the equation, does it? Must have been raining here when he was here in Liverpool, when the club sent for him, brought him over. It's the way it is. You could be right there, though, Stephen. Big up, Christopher, says Edward. Ollie Watkins, that's who they've gone after, yeah, that Ollie fella. Ollie Watkins. Big difference, isn't it? Between him and Isak. Could you imagine the Newcastle fans? Look, they're bringing him here because he must be the 5th, 6th choice, him, because everybody's refusing to go to Newcastle. I was listening to a bit of TalkSport today. I think it was from yesterday, and that Jordan fella, he just doesn't like Liverpool. Does anybody hear him saying, Liverpool, they've only won 2 premierships in 30 years, 31 years or whatever. Does anyone hear him say that? And they've done that. He's forgetting about everything else that we've done in that 30 years. Better him. I don't watch TalkSport, never have done, and it's because of him and a couple of other prats. And when I was watching it, I didn't Alan Brazil, didn't recognise him at all. Alan Brazil, keep of him. God blimey. Christopher, Frank, I've been watching Scotsman in Tenerife. He does travel vlogs, doing vlogs on Liverpool. He's a red as well. Scotsman in Tenerife. Never heard of him. Honest. Used to have a mate, Still got it, still a friend. And do you know if he tells you something, he goes, honest. birthday fella. He said, you know, I shouldn't say things like that, should I? Isak picture removed from outside of Newcastle. Yeah, it's everything's gone. Everything. And Yusuf says, Newcastle have to be the worst oil-run club. Could have said a few little bylines about that, but I won't. The Nike sign is getting removed in the Annie Road. Yeah, for the Adidas, yeah. Have you seen that pitch? Great, isn't it? Watching the drone. Grey beards, is it? Nice lads, actually, grey beards. Grey beard drones. That's it. Newcastle wanted to sell Isak last when it suited them. You're right there, Christopher. Well, it's been proved, hasn't it, now? A centre-back is paramount, says Snape. And whatever Snapey says, you've got to listen. Isak said, turned, and we've metaphorically placed Newcastle collective noggins where the sun don't shine. Imagine, see Ekatike being confiscated, then seeing Isak go. Few more of them as well, Steve. Few more. Adama Donna, the party edition. Think it's time for Rio. He's definitely good enough, Frank. You never walk alone. 97, JFT, 97, forever 20. I really don't. I think he will definitely get minutes this time. But I think Slot will nurture him this season. He'll play in cup games, things like that. If we're like 14-0 up or something like that with about 10 minutes to go against Arsenal or someone like that, Spurs or Man City, I think he'll come on in the Premiership game, that is. At the Etihad as well, or Highbury. As watch along if you did one tomorrow. What I'll do, I'll get hold of Jason later on tonight after I finish here, see what the score is, and he'll just put it out. What's it? The Red Bird. Now it's come out. Lucio was on 140 a week, so all those saying he was only on this or that, no, nothing. I knew a while back. The Red Bird knows everything. But he was on, to be honest, Red Bird, when he did sign, he was on a very low wage. It was below 100k. He was really. So, but I would have liked to have known how much they would have given him, but he just wanted to go. Excuse me. But I really believe he was going to stay because he seemed so happy that the players, just like the other fella, Darwin, he's happy. You've seen him training. I've seen that Ekatike train. It's all right training, isn't it? I always remember it, but I forget his name. And he was saying, Klopp was saying, well, he looked good in training. Terrible. Yeah. Simon says, Rodrigo on a season loan with an option to buy end of season. He wants to come on the World Cup next summer. Only roadblock would be the wages. Yeah. Agreed. A good option as he can play left or right and up front. Ezra says, it's come that we're not replacing Diaz. We're playing Gakpo and Nagu. Yeah, do you mean Rio? That lad, yeah. Kid. Christopher. Yeah, how can you survive on it under? Yeah, exactly, Christopher. Exactly, how can you survive on that? Even if Frank in chat says TW74. I haven't seen you for a while. Well, I seen you the other night, didn't I? Which was good. And Steve says that 16-year-old looks a great prospect. Sorry, I don't know how to spell his name. I don't know how to pronounce it. Never mind, you spell it. Always remember George Sefton. You know, was it a friendly? I forget what it was. And he had all these all these Polish names, loads of them. And it was a friendly, and he said, and the place we have, I just went out. Number 23. He's just saying the name, you know, the numbers there. And number 8 is so funny. I had him on the show and he mentioned that. He said, try and pronounce names. It's terrible. So you're all right there, Steve Holland. The Redbird says, Simon, it was a friendly. I wouldn't look too deep into it. Just my opinion. And Callum says, Stephen, Rio Nagomoa. Do you pronounce the G? Is it just like Namoa? Frank, don't get me wrong. Wirtz was world class, such a good player at 20. Wow. Yeah. We'd have a great team. Honest, as my mate would say. Honest. Oh, the lovely Bella. Ciao Franco and chat. Hope you're all well. Yes, thank you. And the Redbirds. Stephen, we just call him Rio. He'd be getting some names, wouldn't he? You know, like the Rio Grande. And Callum says, did you know Wirtz is younger than Elliot? Says everything, doesn't he? I'm younger than Clint Eastwood. Simon Jordan's a knob, says Callum. Say it as it is, Callum. It's short and sweet. Simon Jordan's a knob. And he's a failed owner. He said, you know, if I was the owner, I'd just say to him. And he is a failed owner. And a bum club anyway. But honestly, you could see the hate coming out of it. I was watching this Man United fan, actually. Smashing fella, you know, but he just does things. I forget his name. It's not that other fella, you know, Goldbridge. It wasn't him, because he just good, like just football. he does have a Man United channel, love you, and just talk United, calls everyone, including us, and everything. But, you know, when he has a football thing, he just goes right into it, which is good. But I don't know this, lads. I didn't even know. I just put us on, you know. And he showed that fella, Jordan, and he was giving them down the banks, you know. He said, how can he be saying that? He said, Liverpool are going to sign him, Don. He said, I'm a Man United fan. He said, but you've got to give, you know, due where it's due. It's good after it. Scottish, hiya Bear. Hi Frank and chat. Can I just get up my sponsors, please? That sounded terrible, that, didn't it? Can I just put my sponsors up? Listen, Gap Painting Services, they're the sponsors of every pod I do, and they're wonderful people. Honestly, I've had them in myself. They came in, and honestly, they weren't sponsors of my thing at the time, and I just got them in, came in to quick as well. Bink, bink, bink. They were gone. So everything all right. They just moved a couple of things, you know, but everything. Just moved them, done the job. Brilliant. Brilliant. Made up with them. Absolutely delighted with them. And the next, but it was dead reasonable as well. Just paid them. Paid them by card, like, you know. And that was it. He went. Then all of a sudden, he knew that, the owner knew that I was doing this. And he said, Frank, I'll sponsor you. I said, thank you. And that's Gap Painting Services. Don't struggle. If you're an NHS worker or an elderly, you get special discounts. Don't struggle. Please don't struggle. Because I did once when I was younger and bang. Look at me today. That's Gap Painting Services, the sponsors of the Frank Carlyle show. Just get them in. Lucho wanted to go, was offered 2 or 3 updated offers, but refused all. just say good luck, Lucho. It would be great. I hope so, Redbird, simply because the other fellow went there, didn't he? Sadio. And he couldn't get on with players, by the way, Sadio. He couldn't get on with them. But I hope Lucho does, you know, because he's a great. I wanted them to stay. Lots of us wanted them to stay, in all honesty. I think he knew about the likes of Rio, the likes of Gakpo, you know, and most probably Rodrigo, you know, coming in. He could play on either left or the right. So I think he's gone off. I might as well go. I'll go down the pecking order. Simon Jordan, as always, has an agenda. He is a nobody. He lectures on his throne, but he's a failed chairman of power, says Simon. Isak has been left out of the new kit launch. Yeah, I said though, you know, he's totally, you know, with the new kit, or the kit, whatever it was, they're playing it. No pictures of. And the Red Bear. Get them likes up, Reds. There's loads going on, isn't it? Loads of pods going on about Isak. Remember weeks ago, I got a phone call, and this fella does not like football. And he gives me little things now and again. And he said, have you ever heard of a player called Alexander Isak? I said, yeah, he plays for plays for Newcastle United. Why? He said, you're going to get him. I said, no. I said, no. I said, he said, you're going to get him, believe me. And that was the end of it. Just said that was his family and how you getting on, you going on your holidays and whatever. And that was the phone call I got. That was ages ago. Well before the, everything was breaking. Told you so, didn't I? I was signing up. I think I did. The bear. See, get the likes up, Reds. And there's the bear putting his toe. TalkSport is biased on all about the London teams and Man United, Alan Brazil, Neil Rome. Wayne. Just as beings, just play the same old record. Yeah. That's the honest truth. He says, like, suffer, Frank, and subscribe, says the bear. Thank you. Thank you. I think Nunes stays on the left wing, says Callum. Do you know what? He might, He might. Like Samson, isn't it? Samson, that's it. The sneaky Delilah, cut his hair off when he was asleep. And lost all his strength. I think it's been in a reverse thing. With Darwin, cut his hair, but he's better. He's got his strength back, playing better. The Red Bears, if you're good enough, you're old enough, and Rio is in my opinion. He is good, he's got great, do you know what? If you've got great balance, you can tell a good play. Simon says, lovely to hear the club is earmarking a memorial at the ground for Jota, fitting memorial. Oh, I didn't know that. I've watched TalkSport about twice in 10 years. Total crap. I don't watch it. Honestly, I don't listen to it. But as I said, I was just watching this fella today, and it's good. Really good. And Snapey to Simon. TalkSport journalism is infertile at best. Simon Jordan might be a former owner and an experienced individual in that field, but he lacks any objectivity, a facet crucial to journalism. Yeah, you can't be. That lad's Goldbridge, as I mentioned, and that Alice girl, and that fella today, Man United fans. They obviously, if they're doing a watch along against us, tear us to pieces. And they've got their own channels as well, but they also have a channel solely on football. and what's going on in football, like transfers and the good. That Alistair is brilliant. So is Goldridge. Got to admit it. And that lad, I forget his name. That lad said that didn't even know he's I've never seen him before. It's just what I gotta say. It's good. Then he went, he said, and I'm a Man United fan, and he's bang out of order. That's what he was saying. And this Geordie lad, he was, before, you're not going to get Isak, and we're going to get Ekatiki, he said. Young lad, Geordie. He said, well, he's just made a fool of himself, hasn't he? He's a nothing to Liverpool. You're nothing. Discussed there, the Geordie lads was saying, we're bigger. Newcastle are bigger than Liverpool. I'm sorry. To be the bearer of bad news, you'll never be bigger than Liverpool. You'll never be bigger than Man United. Ever. They're the two biggest clubs. And if you're in Scotland, Celtic and Rangers. Bear, I hate TalkSport, it's the bird. Same bird, red bird, bro. Callum. Rio Nagumo is how you say it. Oh, Rio Nagumo. Is that right? Rio Nagumo. I was going to a place called, what was it? Oh, somewhere in there, Corfu. Palioka Street. Couldn't see it. And I used to have to sing it. Palioka Street. Where are you going, Frank? Going on your holidays anyway? Yeah, I'm going to Palioka Street. Sorry, I said that about me, mate. I keep doing it now. Frank, I think we need two centre-backs, even if Canate stays. See the way. Bear said it all along, mate. And I get ridiculed. I want a number 6. I really want a number 6. I've been saying it now. This is the 4th year. Saying it for 3 years last year. Now I'm saying it for the 4th year. The King, hiya Frank, haven't been getting notifications recently saying you're on. What a signing Isak would be. Still need a DM and 2 CBs. Thank you. Yeah, the King comes on, just says what I've been thinking for there for fucking years. If only we had a Mascherano. Thought I was going blind yesterday to the tellies. Yeah, got to do. Really, I should be wearing sunglasses, because of this. I don't know what's. Have they gone? Really, in my eyes, you can see pupils. See, and it gets to the retina. The cornea, is it? The cornea, the retina. But someone will come on, this is the way I think. Someone will come on, just by passing them. And I've got to pay it. Oh, look at this, Peter. Look at this fella. Who does he think he is? And even when I go to shops, you know what I mean? I'm going in and things like that. I forget about them because I've got prescription shades, and just say, oh, these are their prescription. We have to wear them. That's what I say to people. Fucking hell, that's just worse. But you're right there, King. It's going to be great. There, I agree. We've been left short with Gomez getting injured and Quansah going. That's why we need two. Honestly, lads, I just wish that we could get a centre DM. I really do. I don't want anyone blowing up. Charlie Cresswell, Gay, and Leone are centre backs that have been linked to us, says Edmund. Cresswell, has he? Callum says, Mane busted Leroy Sané's lip with a one bop. Wait, did he? I remember saying at the time when we had Mo, Firmino, and Sadio, I said, look at these three. You're watching something special. That will go down in the annals of Liverpool. Sorry about I've got a hiccups. And go down in the annals of Liverpool history. FC, that is. And I was right. But when we get Isak, and Ekatike, and Mo, God blimey. That clicks. I hope Ekatike doesn't spit his dummy out if he only gets off as many starts as he said. I think he knows all this. And I think he'll play alongside him at some point as well. To be honest, Barry. And Simon says, Mark Goldbridge is a decent... He is actually, Simon. He really is. You tell us about your phone call, or did you? What phone call was that? Got a few, Oh, do you mean Elon Musk? Elon Musk. I'm going to sort that out with Jason. I'm going to get everything caught, even like you see him talking to me. On the, what do you call it? On your phone. And I went, he has his baseball cap on. And then he said, it's breaking up. Then he went off and came right back. And he said, well, talking. He's saying, listen, honestly. This could be him. Oh. Sorry there. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, it'll be fun, like actually. You know what I was saying, and so I've never been so nervous in all my life. You know. He messaged me today, actually, well this morning. Hello, how are you doing today? And I said, it begins with an F, and then another word begins with an O. And that was my reply. I can't see Callum's comments in the chat, only when Frank puts it up on screen, says the Scottish Bear. So he's saying awful things about you, to be honest, Bear. That's why I won't, I delete what he's saying to you, Well, I don't. Jason does. If you believe that, you believe anything. I don't know how that goes about, to be honest. Like, some posts, like on there, go. Goldbridge has the highest level of Liverpool fans watching us. That's football. That's it. That's football, says the door. Frank. We have Redmen TV. Yes, they're. I nearly swore that. And my lovely ladies are here. Yeah, Redmen. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, yeah. I'm not fucking not that further. Oh, yeah. Where's the accents coming from? Oh yeah, I feel good, this other fucking fella on some other podcast. Do you know, yeah, listen, now I've been called a phony most probably, but I fucking hate phonies, honestly. Nothing like them. I like Jamie Phillips, though. I don't half like him. I love him on, Yeah, he's a nice fella. Belleritale. Chiesa, he's a good player, but hasn't been given the opportunity since the new manager came in. Always on the bench. What a shit. Yeah, it's hard to explain, but he should have been given more of a chance. He should have been, Federico. And why he's going is because Gattuso, who's now the Azzurri manager, he said you've got to be playing for your club to get into the squad for the World Cup next season. That's why he's going to go. I think I think AC Milan are interested now. Federico. Said to me last night, Joe. I said, I'll give you the ring after the show. He said, okay, Frank. Frank made a cup of tea, took a couple of sips, and Frank woke up at 12:10. So, zonked. But you're right there, Bella. He wasn't given an opportunity, and that was bad. So, to be honest, Frank, LFC are probably the worst journos who follow them, except Paul Joyce, as they just puppets on a string, feed the same crap. I only follow Paul Joyce and David Ornstein. Yeah, I know another fella, but I won't say. Scouser speaks like that. Speaks. Yeah, look at that Snakey Pally Orchestra. It is gorgeous. It's only former naval base, apparently. The monastery dates back since. Yeah, I went up there. Walked up to that monastery. And they opened the door. These monks. So what the fuck do you want? I'm like, can I come in? No. Okay then. Can I look over there to see the bays? There's 5 bays. Beautiful place, Polyoke. I had a lovely time. Lovely time. But I think it was a lovely time because I needed to get away. And I had the opportunity to go. Fucking Elon again. He might be watching me. I think the scammer there has fell in love with me, you know what I mean? Have I done anything though? Imagine the richest man on the planet, no, in the universe, no, forevermore, saying, are you there? You don't share with me. Oh, no, the fuck about. Why are you ignoring my text? He must be watching me. Okay, the King Mascherano, Haman Fabinho, even better, Souness. Still haven't replaced Fabinho, Matip, who was, in my opinion, better than Canate is. Do you ever remember Matip was always injured, wasn't he? Then all of a sudden, I think he had leg transplants and he just played for Evermore. But he was good, Joel, big Joel. There, I get that where someone's chat is not in mine. Says that there. Callum says, can now count on my other Canada. The red bears, yup, sometimes it happens also when someone's blocked you. I haven't blocked anyone. Barry the Eldred says, I wouldn't worry about the centre backs. Gui will be brought in shortly, +1, especially when Canate goes to Madrid. Do you think he's going? They've offered him, haven't they? Goldbridge is a decent Devil fan. He's unbiased. Yeah. Says the Redbird. Barry, I think Canate stays. At least I hope he does. Says the Redbird. Yeah. Toscana. I like Goldbridge and the female man you like. Alice, her name is. Alice is her name, Toscana. I mentioned it before. Really nice. and the Anfield Road. Have you been? Good evening, Frankie. Thank you. Good evening. As everyone is saying, look at that from 100%. Thank you for the drink. Where's all the decent journals gone? Most are just clickbaiters for revenue. You're right there, Steve. You're absolutely right. I don't do any things, you know. I could put on Isak has landed in Liverpool. Isak's on his way from Newcastle on the way down to Anfield for a medical in the morning. Medical in the morning with a question mark. Anfield Road is back, lad. Hello, chat. Hope you're all well. Good on, Len. Hello, Raw, bro. Is your kid Anfield Raw? Because he come on as Raw's brother. And I said, stay on. He said, I will. He said, you know, it's good this. I'm going to sub. Could be coming up with, you know, an unassuming name. You know, saying hello. I've been following Federico's career for a few years and always wanted to see him play for her. But he's got to play. Italy need him. Yeah. I think he will go to AC or Toscana. Federico Keys. His wife is back over there. His wife or girlfriend, whatever she is. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, no. Do you know what? You're getting loads of scams. You know, I've been getting one. Do you know what it is? It's about winter fuel. And I looked at it and I said, send your email, your number, where you live, get onto this, your bank details so we can put the money in your bank account. Fucking hell, these people. Good to see you, lads. Good to see you, lad. Anfield Road, says the bear. Yeah. See, Toscana, Buonasera, and gives air pints as well. And Sarah says, Toscana, Alice. Isn't it ironic opposing fan podcast more genuine than LFC ones, except Frank? Oh, thank you, Simon. You were including me on. Barry, is it because of his bozo gene? I get it, bro. Yeah. Agreed there. Isn't that nice? Frank, that monastery will never forget you climbing up the vines of the walls with 2 books of Italian Bella. I'm fed up with this, you know. These fucking scammers. These are pricks, aren't they? These are. You know the scam? I know where they come from, by the way. I do know where they come from. But I can't say it because I'll be called one of those labels that you get for just picking on it, but I know where they're from. AR. Hi everyone, how are you? Like, comment, share, subscribe. You'll never walk. AR. 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 I think it is AR. Edward Fabinho was great, shamed away as last season went. Underrated as well, very underrated. He blew up. He was knackered. This is why there was no one coming in, as you know, for Jurgen Klopp. Everyone blew up. And it was a shame. Everyone, where they were going after the quads. We knew after the first quad, the follow, and then we were going after. I said we were going to blow up because we bought no one. No one buying everyone. Think. Simon says Suscan. Agree 100%. I've got a friend around, but I'm still listening to this. I enjoy this chat and enjoy reading everyone's comments. Franco is a legend. What can I say to that? Except I'm in love. I'm in love, and I feel fine. Really grazie. Caro mio, Tosca. Caro mio. Simon says, Simon, I'm fed up. Put your hands in the sun. I have to admit the Echo ones and that James Pearce are just complete garbage. The standards of journalism is atrocious. Oh dear, James. Cal, true crime. Frank, 2 weeks, 3 days till the first game. Yeah. The Red Bear. Callum, big up, bro. And Bella says, the England women's team, well, I don't watch that. Some arsehole came out and said, I don't know the girl's name, I haven't a clue she is, and said she'd get in any Premiership team except the top 6. And I thought, well, you've just sunk the women's team to nothing. I won't watch them. I will not. The terror. I've been following football all my life, and the women's game is shocking. No disrespect to the girl. Now they want parity with lads play. But the way things are going and all this woke and everything, within 10 years you'll have a woman playing in the team. Let me know. Frankie bumped into Anton Deck the other day. I said, "You all right, lads? You brought Alexander Isak over with you." Let's just say there was more tears than Gaza 1996. Frank, if the guys don't mind me saying, this is Simon, this is why we appreciate that you give an open and honest, unbiased viewpoint, and you ask for nothing other than a like or subscribe. Appreciate that, Frank. Thank you. And one of the lads, not on, I haven't seen him yet, and he said, he said, I want to I want to, like, you know, one of those super chat, whatever they are. I said, no, I don't want anyone's money. I'd rather give you money than me, because this is not just me. This is your you know, every chatter on here, including our two lovely ladies, the two Italian girls. Every chatter, it's your thing, not just me. It's yours. That's why when I don't have a guest on or I want to read out every single comment rather than stop and talk about the same thing. Because this is you. This is like you saying, listen, I think we'll get him. Or this is, we still need a centre back. We still need a DM. We still won't. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? It's like Toscana. She said, I've been following Federico's career, and I love to see him play. And she always wanted him to play for LFC. Came to LFC. She said he never got a game. She was so disappointed. You see, so it's things like that I like to read out rather than just bypass it. It's like what you've just said, Simon. Thank you. And there's another lad. Now, this lad, Mark Doyle, believe it or not, he climbs mountains. Do you know what for? He doesn't do them for the, you know, he does for fun, because that's what he is. That's what kind of a lad he is. He's you know, he's a veteran. He's a veteran. And what he's seen in his life, and he's seen ex-lads, soldiers, ex-lads taking their own lives, you know, after they come out. And he just climbs mountains for mental health and raises a lot of money. No one ever mentions it. No one. I'm doing something on the history thing, and it's about philanthropy, and it's about great philanthropists from Liverpool. And he's a Scouser, but he lives in Scotland. He lives in Scotland, and he does a hell of a lot for mental health. And he's a big red, by the way. I met Mark. My daughter knows him as well. I'll give you an example. I know that I'm not, you know, digressing, but I just want to give you a little. I just want to give you an example. Our Francine had a podcast. Right, she had a podcast. And anyway, she did it from here, and it was about mental health awareness, because she's an ear. So anyway, she was talking to this lad, one of the lads that Mark Doyle looked after, you know, awareness and the next better. And I was passing, I had to come in for something. And she said, say hello to Dad, to her. I said, hey, how are you? And he was chatting. He said, good to see you and good to, have a word and thank you, I said, you look after yourself, fella. Okay, give him a thumbs up. I said, take care. And then I had to walk out because I had to get something out of here. I forgot to bring out before Francine did the pod. Anyway, a month or two later, that lad took his own life. That's what this fella does. Mark. And I'm just seeing something there. He's just let me hear this. Wonder how shallow a land will be in a sub after the season. Vert, yeah, Kiki, that's Ekatiki, and Isak shall eclipse Bobby, Sadio, and Mo. Even if Frank, your mountain prince, isn't it? Do you know, honestly, he took this picture of a mountain. I don't know whether he climbed it or he was about to climb it the next day because it was like sunset or sunrise. I think it was sunset. What a picture. And I just commented, and I just said, God, Brian, that picture should be hanging on someone's wall, preferably mine. And look at that. Really grazie. Thank you, Mark. Good lad. Hope you don't mind me telling the people about you deserve everything. And Simon says to Bella, totally agree, puts the men's game to shame. Bella, England's women did brill, but from what I've heard from people who watched it, they reckon Spain was much better. Still, it doesn't matter how you win as long as you win. Frankie, our kids is away at the she got blimey. Don't you ever stay at home? She's always bypass each other. Even when you go out for a drink, you bypass each other when you go from one pub to another. Your kid's just been in here. He's just gone. Where is he? He's just gone. Frankie, our kids are away at the moment. Not on holiday. I got the police for them taking me bacon. Oh, love it. Oh. Love it. Love it. So he's doing a stretch inside. Ewan Cole. Big up, Ewan. Hope you're okay, fella. Hope you're okay. What a name that is. Is that from the Star Wars thing? Or am I just... Bozo Jean and Canate, Frank. Says the red bird. Frankie, block the numbers, lad. I want to have Francine, so how about she's coming down tomorrow? I'll just say, is this a scam? And she says, yeah. I will block her. But I want Jason to see Elon. It's really good the way they done it. AI. Brilliant. But it was really him, like so. What did I do that? They come from India, says Callum. I don't know, I know another country, well, 2 other countries. you know, I do know Edward. I asked them if they're scammers, Frank, and the angle. The scammers do. When I definitely know, I go along with them. It's brilliant. And then I just say, if you read my who I am, you will know that I'm an inspector of special branch. That's what I said. Never hear from them again. So that, oh, what a cruel brother you are. I reckon your kids is glad to get away from you for a while. 6 months, yeah, get away. So, Frank, a word about that scam. Disgrace, you have to put spam blocker on from your phone set. Oh, is that what you do? Is that what comes up? We think this is spam. Is that right? I'll do that instead of waiting for that, Francine. I bought myself a new bed, you know. A physio one. Is it a physio? No, not a physio one. What do you call them? Expensive as well. Anyway. What is it? Orthopedic bed. We've got that coming at the week. Well, Friday, Thursday or Friday. Red bed. With his mates, I drive them to the airport 6 a.m. all bevied. They went. Is that where they've gone? Oh, that's great, that. Do you know what? I've never been away with mates, you know. Like in my younger days. The only time I ever went, I don't mean mates from education, but I mean me mates, you know, people who we grew up with, because you'd end up arguing. Because the lads who I knew, they all had the, you know, different mentality. Someone would just want to go there, the other go over there, you know. Oh, let's go with, oh, come on, you know, man, we've been there before, and that's how arguments start. Simon and Toscana, Franco was a legend. Italian one at that. So he's Bella Italian. Oh. Thank you. Frankie's scam messages are from Bonnie Blue. They all say you want your pipes cleaned, Frank. Bonnie Blue. Sometime back when American ladies were world champion, a group of 15 years old beat them 9-0. They had a rematch and the young boys embarrassed them again. Oh yeah, but I don't remember them like playing, you know, a group of kids of 15 playing. Honestly, I don't know about it. Freedom Journey got me back the gits. Good. Stay on Mulholland. Yeah, the woman plays in the Last Legends game. Yeah. I don't know. And the unfair also is Redbird, the Swiss women's team at this tournament lost to an under 14 Lucerne side. Under 14. You'll be having those transgenders, won't you? You know. Because all this, you know, you see a big group of the England ladies. I was just going through things, and they're all in this LGBTQ thing. I haven't got a one-track mind, you cheeky. You know, when Myra's on, she says to me, "Why am I putting aftershave on?" She hardly says anything, does she, Myra? Lovely girl. Lovely lady. Lord, it's laughable that they believe they are just as good as men whilst getting battered by 14 and 15-year-old young kids. You know, I've watched our Liverpool team. It's shocking. Shocking. Isak, training at home, says me old mate Steve. Meanwhile, I'm off to London tomorrow with go away, go with Dylan, but he brings his lads all over the place, you know. But he's into the music, but he's into bands that I have never even heard of. And he skits at me, you know. Come to see you. I've got this on vinyl. I've got to having a class every day. He put a band up today, you know. He said, "I'll be can't wait for these." He said, "Haven't a clue, you know." And I didn't like saying, you know, "Who are they?" So he just laughs at me. Come on, lads. Frank, this is the beauty of your podcast. For me, it's an education. I learn from your podcast. It's an honour and privilege being with such good people and learning so much. Thank you. No, thank the lads. Thank the lads and the girls, you know. That's who you learn from. I've got my podcast tomorrow night, and I think it's the best part. I'm sorry for this fucking itchy game. Every time I come in here, you know, like, just a little itchy around there. And you know when you get them itches, makes your eyes water. My eyes are blocked, you know. You know, he ducks. That's why I have problems with my eyes. That's why they're all swelling over. Right? Can you see them? Look. There. Because with my eyes being blocked, everything's falling down. So I've got to get something off the chemist. It's just mad. And it's not in tablet form either. It's painy form. Well, it put it over my eyes a mess. Very hot. But I'm going to ask if they can lance them. Because it's ridiculous. I don't know how long with a bloody mask over. Well, I went to Magaluf years ago, loads of us, loads of scousers on. I only go for culture, boys. That's why I go to with them. And Palioka Street to see the most. Sorry, I haven't called you, Frank. I got no contact anymore. Hope you don't. I phoned you. Phoned you 3 times. Got no answer. Oh, got no call. No, but I can phone you. I can phone you. And I did phone you 3 times. No, there are no transgenders in the women's team as far as I never said that. I said, you know, you see the England team, you know, about 6 or 7 of them, and they all like only a picture of them, and you know, you see them with the whatever they fucking got, LGBTQ. I'm not saying that they're transgender. Have you seen some of the names that? You know, I was looking at some, not these women teams, and like coming out as queer, coming out as lesbian, coming out as bisexual, coming out as pan something, and these other names, I don't know what they are. You know what they mean? I don't think they're even in dictionaries, the words. Mad. Mr. Vlogs. Hello, Frank. Just in where? Hope you're well. Just want to get this shift done so I can get to my dad's for the game in the morning. So Diaz gone. Who's next? Yeah. They were talking about Canate, but I don't think he'd be going. Edwards, I went many moons ago, pulled a bird about, behave. Frank, LFC's women's team transferred a player to Arsenal for $1 million. Someone thinks money's in it. Going to see Oasis, Frank. Give Oasis the due. Now, I don't mean now, you know, and I know what they did for Jota too. You know, they put up that thing, but I'm going back to 2005, and I know someone who went to see them because they didn't like football, and they said they kept going off stage, and it was late at night. It was going after midnight, and anyway, they kept going off stage, looking, you know, coming back, and then they started playing. You never walk alone. When Liverpool won the European Cup, I've got something in my mouth, and I can't. I wouldn't believe it, would you? Fuck. Sad to see Lucio leave. Better than Gapco, in my opinion. Stacey, you can get pills for that, Frank. Not them blue ones. Do you mean for me? I've got to get a mask, and I've got to have it as hot as possible and bear it. But I have to have it on for an hour, twice a day. I'm just going to ask to get the lunch, hopefully. You can get your pills for that, Frank, but not them blue. Don't need for them anymore. not that I use it. You get to have rabbit holes, can't. To be fair, it's a great sporting achievement winning the Euros back to back. The players know they are nowhere near up to the men's. It's only those who know nothing about football. Yeah, I think that's a good comment there, Christopher. But why are they saying they want parity with men's pay? Evening, John Frank. Hope you're doing good. Yes, I'm all right. Glad you're with us. Though I was in a mess there, raving. Stop talking about Magaluf, will you? Got lovely ladies on. Like Mia. Holla. Holla, Mia. Holla. Hello, Mia. Mama Mia. I hope your nickname's not Mama Mia. Good to see you, Mia, anyway. Very good to see you. Hope you're well. Can you subscribe to the channel, please, and put a like? So while Mia speaks Spanish. Hola. I couldn't call or text back free tomorrow afternoon after the game. Okay. All right, tell me. 30. Watching, only 16 likes. Come on, Reds, make it sense after all. Our Frank is the best. Says the Red Bird. Thank you, Red Bird. Bella. Of course, the women's team are not the same as the men's team. Nowhere near the same standard, but they do good for England back to back with. But they did do good. That's what I said. Don't forget our Bella's Italian-speaking lady, and she's doing her best, and she does remarkably well for the English language. And Mia says, I am new to the stream, Redbird. Yeah. Edwards, welcome, Mia. And Redbird, Mia, we are made up. You're here, girl. Isn't that lovely? See, Mia, these people on here are lovely people. We talk about everything. Thanks, Edward. Alfield. Question for Frankie. This link to the Spanish lads, Julio not answering that yet. Where did I go? And Mia, Raw, hello. If you're planning to watch the game tomorrow, 11:30 start, 11:30 a.m. start, and Bilbao game 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. on Monday. Go away on this Monday, yeah. Well, if I don't do it, watch it. I don't know what's wrong with this, you know. If I don't do a watch along tomorrow morning, I'll definitely do one on Monday, but I'll have to cancel my history class for it. Class, why did I say it's just trying to get away from my classes and that. And it's not a class, it's just history. The Red Bird. IBR. It was Papa Diaz who wanted the move more than Lucho and turned his head to leaving. Papa probably didn't like the weather here in my. Do you know what I was going to say that, Red Bird? I really was. Because remember when he played here, it was foggy, it was damp. And I think it reminds him of the cave he was kept in when he was kidnapped as well. All right, you go, my son. We go so far up front. The Red Birds, IBR, it was Papa Dick, yep. Stay ever. No interest in women's football, mate. Not so bothered and finds international football crap, to be honest. Club for me. Me also. Anche, as they say in Italian. Anche. Anche. Me too. Me too. Stay up to the eyebrows, me, mate. Went to see them. They are good live, says the Anfield Road. I tell you, they were brilliant live, and I seen them. Mott the Hoople, remember them? And Hawkwind. Brilliant. I'll take that name. Mia says. What name? Have they given you the name, Mia? And the Anfield to awkward times, these friendlies. They are actually. Callum. Frank, did you see that guy who made them four in that? Oh, got life. New documents came out. 314. That Conan, what was his name? Collenberg or something. He was horrible. Horrible. He was a PhD student as well. And he murdered 4 girls and a lad. No, it was 3 girls and a lad. But you know what I couldn't make out? There was 2 others and they never heard anything. They never heard anything. You know, sleeping in the place. He must have been screaming. Yeah, I know all about her. New documentary on Prime. Have a look at it. I follow things like that. I follow things like that. It's odd. But those Americans, I'm sorry to say this, the thick. I don't like saying that, but some Americans are thick. They haven't a clue. They don't know history. They know nothing. There's a fella there outside. I was watching it on YouTube, but he just doesn't do it once. He goes out everywhere. And he was asking, like, students. He said, "Yeah, there's $1 if you can answer this question. Simple question. Like, what continent are we on? What's a continent?" Now, the girl wasn't the only one who said that. What's a continent? Another one, where's England? Is it by Mexico? Things like that. How many minutes in a quarter of an hour? He was saying 40 odd and everything. And I'm talking about different types of questions. No, I'm not having a pop at women. I just have no interest in women's game. No offence meant. No, it doesn't mean any. It's like me. I've got no interest. Scottish Bear, Mia, welcome to Frank's channel. You are more than welcome. How lovely. These are lovely people. Even our 2 Italian girls. Mia. Hello, though. How's you being hit in the gym still? Says Cal. Stable. Welcome to the chat, Mia. See? I've been, says the outfielder, since I got back from my Arab adventure. I'm on leg day tomorrow. I wanted to join it, and I was going to ask you, but you weren't here. Is he a game? So I asked this fella, and I think he's coming at the weekend to do something for me. Thanks, Bear, says Mia. Our lovely Mia, our new lovely girl. Callum. Yeah, same legs for me tomorrow. So I've been trying to drum up business on other podcasts, including Mr. Phil. Been trying to spread the good word. They don't know what they are missing. Oh, go away. See, I think it was that K Mac lad who came on with a couple of us that time. And it was over Jurgen Klopp actually. Slot was already here, but he wanted to get rid of Klopp 2 years before he went. And then he went, I'm off. And went. The outfield. Mia, it's good to have you. Always nice to have a new Frankie disciple. That's nice stuff. If you do a watch along tomorrow, I won't be here. I'm going. You're not going to Chippy again, are you? You heard him the other night. I've got to go, Frank. I'm going to Chippy. And it wasn't even a Friday. You only go to Chippy on a Friday, you know, that bit. Chippy nights are Friday nights. Well, for us good Catholics, dear. Raw running a 5K on Saturday. Hiya, Callum. Oh, great lads. Was going to get a ticket for the Bilbao game, but 140 for the. Are you kidding me, Steve? Are you kidding me? 140 quid. Is that for even for two? Is that Bella Italia? Hola, Mia. Mia, thanks, Raw. Hello, all. Belle, hello. Says our lovely Mia, our new friend. I wonder who told us. I wonder if she was just going through, you know, said, I wonder who this fella is and what this podcast's all about. See, this is the Hello channel. Hello. Or the Holly. Or the Chow. Or the Willkommen. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? Willkommen. Willkommen. Fuck's that now. I've got to read this. This is off Steve. The only tickets they have left for Bilbao under corporate cheeky things, he says. He doesn't say things. Love our Steve. This fucking thing in my mouth. It's at the back of my tooth, you know, tooth. I know what it is. You remember me doing that before? I think it was a little, you know, one of these things here. Callum, it's the worst day, lad. I just switched up to the new protein formula from Holland and back. Oh, do you mean? Simon said, unfortunately, it's always been the same with South American players with the draw to Madrid and Barca. I honestly thought Houghton was going to Barca, but they couldn't get the finances. McAllister will be next. Oh. Wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Christopher didn't see you in the chat. Hi, lad. Says the red bird. Next week, I've got the Echo and the Bunny. And the Ocean Colour scene. And Cast. Is John Power in that? That's our Francine's first cousin, you know, John Power. And when we were on the, you know, the steps, St. George's Hall, over Ix and Gillette, John was there, wasn't he? And we were chatting to him. Yeah, cracking lad, John Power. Is he in Cast now, Steve? Is he in Cast? Because he was in the Lars, wasn't he? There she goes. Don't know Ocean Colour scene. I never heard of them. Frankie Dewar, what's your long lad, says the Anfield Road. Why? You'll be at work. Yeah. I'll see what Jason says later on. Got to set it up, you see. I'm awfully sorry about this. I just get this right underneath here. Nuts. Brian Kohlberger, that's him. It's horrible when I don't like serial killers and I don't like these. But he was a PhD student. PhD, 4 of us, 5 of us, 4, for me. And we used to go to France. Didn't anything like that. What that fella did. Two experiences I had in France. Do I? I've only ever said about 1. No, I haven't said about 2. But I don't think I've ever said about them on my channel. Not on this, it's not for this channel. The experiences I had. I take away. That's good for your way. Billy Joel, documentary for me tonight. He's not too good, is he, Billy? But I wanted to see the boss. I bought tickets. I wanted to see the boss at Anfield. And I couldn't go. I'm sure it was in my mouth then. Oh, sorry about this. But anyway, I couldn't go, could I? I just couldn't go, couldn't make it. Kill me. So I ended up giving it to my daughter, Francie. And she brought her cousin along. Nice girl, though. You know, her cousin. Callum, not Wade, the lads. That's what slows the horses down, isn't it, lad? I'm looking at a case, some fella, horrible, murdered his wife about 5 years ago. And anyway, they've rearrested him. And he used a thing called BAM to kill her. Tranquilized her. Just those Americans, honestly. Murderers. I had bird not chatted much. I'm in work, says to Christopher. One of them got lacerations to the eye. That's one of the victims. Shocking. Beautiful girls, beautiful young girls. Just a young lad as well. One of the boyfriends, wasn't he? Just in the way. Anfield Road. Callum, I struggle with eating more calories. I just can't keep the bulking up. I was always slim, mate. Always a slim build. Always loved playing badminton. Neck broke, everything stopped. Tutti firm, no, go. Stopped. Sorry for deviating. Did you see the video on X yesterday with those divvy Healy? Oh, Healy? No. It's like a Laura Lenardi, isn't it? Healy and Lammy. Just rolls off the tongue. Healy and Lammy. Going on defending tight. What planet did these absolute clown? Yeah. What are they going to do? We've got no ships to send. Simon, it's just watch out for me on Friday. Is it Friday? Yeah, Friday. I'll be doing all that. And Divvy Trump. Knocks me sick. Really. Callum says, I've cut down that. I'm more shredded like Mona. I'll behave yourself. I watched a few vids on the thick young Americans. You can't believe how little they know. Says that it's incredible. These people run the fucking world. They run the world. The politicians are the same. The politicians are the same. And you got this Terry Trump. I was wanting them to win the POTUS. I really did. Because he was campaigning on a peace campaign. It's just all of a sudden just changed into a neocon. A warmonger. To keep the the weapons things going, companies going. Yeah, the knife, yeah, bears, yeah. That's what they carry. So, Mayor, are you from England? What made you come here? Do you know one of us? Says the Anfield. I think she's gone. Steve Evans, that Kmart was a bad beaut, mate. K-Mac, yeah. Horrible, him. Don't think she's here now. Not sure, says the Callum. I got right into this weight work now. Cut all my beers. I sometimes walk like a camel after a workout. Mrs. Raw has to message me all after she has done the washing up. I've seen you on another channel there. Your sound, you're a good one girl. That's nice. See, they must just come through things. But we're not talking forward, talking the serial killers. That's hard, you know. She thinks that we're all sexist as well, of that women's team. The Lionesses. What the fuck, the Lionesses? Frank, not a great fan of that guy you're on about. His podcasts are very strange. And he says, if you send a super chat, I will read your copy. Yeah, right, lad. That's what I mean. I don't want to. Frankie, what do you need doing, lad? Raw, I'd have to show you. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. Honestly. And, you know, like, it wouldn't take long. I pay well, like, you know what I mean? But it won't take long. You know, for someone. But I'd have to explain, you'd have to come to me to say, do you see that? I need that taken out. I need it putting in there. I need that, you know, to do a shelf where the hole will be. See what I mean? But I'd have to show you. I bet your missus stretches the washing up. Oh, you fellas. I should have washed my towels today. Forgot. I paid £35 for my ticket on Monday. She just fall asleep, then I wake her up all night with cramp. I'm living in England, yes, says Mia. So she's a lovely English rose, shall I say? And we have our two beautiful Italian. Signoras. A lot of channels want super chats who have followers. Chats that don't. I know that's why I said before, this is your channel, no one else's. You've got something to say. I'll read it out. I don't want anything. I'd rather give. Honestly, I would. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, come on. You don't see that, do you? It all comes off in these mad things, you know. Mia Gray, well, that's nice to have you here. See, they all love you now, Mia. All of them. And me. Callum. Frank's when you're 21st. Well, I wish. I just wished I had some energy. That's all that I wish for. Since that operation I had, and since that lockdown, I'm done in. I think it's affected me. You know, these bloody jabs I got. Let Bear laugh and she gets her own back while I'm screaming blue murder, says the outfit. Raw, thanks, says our lovely mate. Fraser, yeah, he's in cash now, great musician. Yeah, he's Francine's first cousin. Lovely fella. John Powell. That bears out, Frankie reads out all hours out. That's why he's a legend. Go for it, Raw. He's a lot. Yeah, look, see. Now he went Stievo. I couldn't go. Sick of me. The boss. Never seen him. Paid a lot of money as well. And I paid a lot of money to go and sit. I love classical music, as you know. And the opera, love me opera. And I paid like, how much? 500 quid or something to see Andre Rieu. Couldn't even go to see that at the arena. Because he plays all the classics and the opera. My favourite is Carlov's O Fortuna. Powerful stuff. From Carmina Burana, you know, the opera. Fantastic. It's your tongue, Frankie. Unique dude. No, I've never seen this one. Unique dude. Frankie, I'm not working since I got back from my. I've got. Do you want to come and see me tomorrow? Do you want to come and see me too? Is there any? I can't put my address on there. Can't even give you my bloody number. It'd be great if you could come down to see me. And it's only far from you either. I don't think it's in anyway. Oh, it'd be great if you could. Just show you what it is. Can anyone think? See, Dad will go. He can't fucking do anything either. Dad's got my number. I tell you who's. No. As the vlog's gone. See, they go on they come on here, say hello and fuck off. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to swear, girls. Oh, how can I get my how can I get you my phone number or address to you? People will say, "Oh, just send it on Facebook." He's not on Facebook. Redbird went there for work. I said that you'd like a gift of this, so they got out. So I got her a brand new iron and kettle. There he is, well in a million. Also gave him me watch. Lammy is one of the biggest race baiters out there. Terrible. Terrible. Terrible for that, he is. And you can't say nothing. That's why I said about these scammers. I know 2 countries where they're from. And if I say it, I'll be labelled one of the labels. It's shocking. That Lammy is the male Diane Abbott. I was talking to someone about 2 people, and he couldn't believe it. And I said, yeah, it's true. I'm a historian. And I'm a good one. I'm not just saying that. And when I was telling this particular person about the past and leading up to something, I couldn't believe it. And I can't say it because I'll be deemed I've got 14 years, I think. It's ridiculous. You can't say nothing. Bring Lammy at centre-half replacement for Canate next season. I'm going right down, you lot. I'll be finishing in a moment. Anfield Road, you're spot on. There's always wondered how Lammy got the job and Abbott's maths is worse than mine, says the lovely Toscan. And do you know what I made up you said there, Toscana? You know that America is trying to, well, they're doing it for spite. They're changing the English language tradition. And that word you came out with, maths, they say math. You notice they say math, they want you to say math too. And I had a word with these divvies on X. I said it's not one digit, it's a number of digits. That's why it's called maths. You morons. I got the typical English thing back at me. But you've got them saying, unfortunately, about you do get, especially girls, ladies, you know, if they're posting on Facebook, I've just been to Mom's, MOMS. We say mums or mums. So things like that. I'm fair Toscana. It's a Toscana. What always makes me laugh is when Diane Abbott's talking about mums. Yeah, say mums. She said, West Indian mums go to the wall for their children. Basically a racist remark, an insult to other races. So our mums You know, other mums don't go to the wall and protect. People send super chats expecting to get on the channel. Then they do something mad to get your channel blocked. Says user. There you go. Is that mad? It wouldn't surprise me if the Premier League clubs launch a new kit for just the summer tour matches and milk the fans base a little bit more. They'll do something to get money out of somebody for the ladies. I'm telling you now. You know, these ladies team, the Lionesses or whatever they're called. Barry says, aren't the Bilbao ticket prices for both games 1 at 5 and 1 at 8? I'm in Stoke, so we'll look when I get back. Should be about 10:30. I'm in Stoke. So we'll look when I get back. Should be about 10:30. And that is Alexander Isak. He's just sent me a note. I told you today, didn't I, that he was on his way down. He must have got lost. Coming to the thing. No, it was our Francine. So he must be doing a gig. Never told me today, talking to her today, phone you back later on, Dad. Okay, never don't hear. Now she's just sent me a text. She's in Stoke. Be home about 10:30. So she's doing a gig down there in Stoke. IBR, what do you reckon of this year's kit? I like it. Yeah, it's good. Do you ever remember the one with them big satellites? So I hope they don't have them big things over the shoulder. I never liked them, but it's good, isn't it? You know, they're on the chest. But that's just the shirt. I haven't seen the socks or the. I haven't seen the. Do you know what I've got there? I've got the. You know me map, history map. And I meant to show something last night. Couldn't show it because doing all the talking. Yeah, I like it. Anfield Road. I like it. Barry Aldridge. That's true, lad. Safety Anfield Road. Raw, remember when Abbott's son was being racist to whites, of course. It was due to mental health. Yeah. My dad had 2 jobs together and almost did him into. Was in hospital for 3 months. Says freedom of journey. I thought so. Just on the shirt, I prefer the green away kit. I like the white one, or is it off-white? But I wanted a black one. I loved us in black. Sorry to rub it in. We'll call in at some point to see you, mate. Let you know. Will you? Oh, that's good. Stay. Good lad, stay. Genuine fella. Just like us all, you know, good reds. Says it as it is. Calls a spade a spade. Barry Aldridge says the Anfield. It is nice. I can't believe the money we are getting for shirts. Now, apparently our shirt deal is more than Juve, Milan and Inter put together. Wow. Frankie, I'll email you, lad. Good, because of Jason, if it comes to me, Jason will send me over a message. It's because I don't go on that email thing, that we've got here on the channel. So he'll send it right over to me and I'll get right back to you. If you send your phone number on the email, Jason will get right back to me. And I'll phone you as soon as the show ends. Good lad. And our lovely Mia said, guys, when does the show end? She must be tight. It ends in any second now, sweetheart. It'll be ending soon, in about 2 or 3 minutes. They're okay. It should have ended at 9 o'clock, but it was late coming on, unfortunately. I hope you've enjoyed it, Mia. I hope you're going to stay with us. That's why we have some of the best commercial people in the business. And Simon says, email Jason. That's right. Laura says, after we signed Verts, we have a record shirt, and now with Isak, it's going to be mega. I told you about my granddaughter, didn't I? And I said to Francine, I said, I'll buy her a shirt, a new Adidas one. So she said, all right. I said, you just see one on the back. Because she used to have Trent up there. She has Trent, the one she's got. And she said, Frimpong, Frimpong. You can't make these things up. Frank, what was said about Farage today by the cabinet minister? I was shocked. Simon, I don't know. I don't watch the Western press. Don't watch this English press. Never have done since Hillsborough. I'm sorry to say. Not sorry to say. And all the propaganda that keeps coming out about a certain country, which I'm totally against. And everybody loves this country. Not this country, the country that they all love and can't wait. Now they're all finding out about it and about the leader. Right prick. So I don't know, Simon, honestly, haven't a clue. But I will find out because I'll be watching the alternative news. Barry Aldridge, we do, since you became, the club's made 190 million. The Invisible Man, that's why he's known as the Invisible Man. No one sees him. Then we have Bill and Ben yesterday in Scotland, embarrassing. Redbird, there is a talk we will break the billion-year income barrier next year, surpassing Man U as the biggest earners. Youssef, Lammy got the job through a cereal box. Like that idiotic of American Kellogg. He got his, I don't know. And that Lindsey Graham, you think this fella's tech? Lammy, you want to look at that? Look. Look, I'll have to finish, boys and girls. I'm sorry about this. Simon, my mother-in-law has come around to our house at Christmas, 7 years rolling. This year, we're having a change. We're going to let it in. On that night, brilliant. Like, guys, cracking show. Thank you all very much for another great show. Well, listen, I've got me history show. No, I haven't. What have I got tomorrow? Yeah, I've got me the history of literature tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, is it? Wednesday, yeah. What time's the matches tomorrow? 11:30, isn't it, tomorrow morning? Yeah, I've got my history, I've got my history of literature tomorrow. It's great. It's great. Believe me, it's great. People think they know about history, literature, by reading a book, which is great, don't get me wrong, please. But, to know the history behind it. Civil war breaking out at the Barcodes Club over Isak. 60 MO. And on that wonderful note, my good people, hope to see you soon. I hope to see some of you tomorrow. And watch the history of our literature. Be good. It'll be good. Promise you. I'm going to go for my pizza now. Not go out for it, but put it in the oven. Thank you so much. And I've just got to thank Gap Painting Services for sponsoring the Frank Carlyle. Please get them in. Don't struggle. If you're an NHS worker, if you're an elderly person, please get them in. Don't struggle. You get a special discount. If you don't fit into the categories, get them in because they're very reasonable. Please don't struggle trying to decorate your home. Thank you. Thank you to Gap Painting Services, sponsors of the Frank Carlyle podcasts. And on that wonderful note, and with these lovely people behind me, I'll say good night. Hope to see some of you tomorrow. Mille grazie, popolo. Mille grazie. Ciao. A domani. A domani sera. 7 ore. Ciao.